Hello. I bought new lighting and I feel super bright and shiny, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Thanks for tuning in. Today I will be doing another live swatch. I'll be doing Colourpop's fall collection. From the fall collection I got 3 lipsticks, and then for the loud. And then for the everyday things, I got a lip pencil and I got a blush. I love swatch videos, I love watching hauls, but my favorite kind of swatch video is a live swatch, because that way you get to see it in action, what it looks like on the skin. Because even for me, I know when I swatch something on my hand, it looks totally different from when I swatch something on my lips, because obviously my lips and my hands are 2 different colors, like they're 2 different shades and all type, they're different undertones or whatever. And even from lip to lip, like my top lip is brown and bottom lip is pink. So it's like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna get into it. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is swatch the 2 things that are from their just like regular everyday staple, from their permanent collection. Those are the words. The first thing that I got was a Super Shock Cheek in the shade Swift. It is a blush. It's a blush and it looks like that. It's got the typical Colourpop quilted like pattern on it, which is super nice and cool and whatnot. And it's cream like everything else from Colourpop. I personally hate that it's called Swift, because Taylor Swift is #Team Kanye. So there's that. That's what it looks like. I'm obsessed with like red browns, burnt oranges, that type of thing. Not fart. Swift is described as a rich, deep, warm brown and a matte finish. I'm just gonna apply it with my finger. I don't really own too many blushes, I noticed, and I feel like that's what my looks have always kind of been missing. Like, just the lack of color on the cheeks really translates, and whether or not your makeup looks complete or not. Because I feel like just now even, this is so pretty. I just feel like the warmth of the blush just added more life to this half of my face versus this half of my face that doesn't have any blush on. Oof, I feel like this might be like an everyday go-to blush for me. So this is Swift. So that's that. I really like this, and I like that it's a subtle wash, especially on my skin tone. It's just like a subtle wash. It gives me a little bit of warmth, but doesn't give me too much like too much of a bright color or anything like that. All right, the next thing that I got is their lip pencil. Can I just say I don't like the word lippy? I don't like it. Like, no, it just sounds like juvenile. I got their lip pencil in the shade BFF3. Is this why YouTubers do it? It is. I'm just gonna do that. It's described as a deep peachy brown. I got this because I needed a new everyday lip liner. I hardly ever wear a lipstick without putting on a lip liner first. Now I'm just gonna apply the lip liner. I feel like this plus the lip gloss on top is totally just like my hometown circa 1999. Okay, so this is what BFF looks like just with my, focus. There we go, just with my lips outlined. I'm gonna go ahead and fill them in just a little bit. All I did was go ahead and I filled in a little bit, filled it in just a little bit more, and then press my lips together. And this is what we got. I'm gonna start with the Ultra Matte Lip. I got the shade Love Bug, which is described as a rich terracotta. Once again, I'm a sucker for those red brown shades, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch that one on the back of my hand first. Ooh. I'm a little scared. It looks a little bright. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I also know that they tend to dry down a lot. Or I'm sorry, deepen when they dry down. I haven't removed BFF from my lips, and it's also part of why I got BFF 3 is because it's a deeper shade, and hopefully it will look better. Oh, this isn't that bad. So this is Love Bug, and this is such a pretty color. And I was right, once it dries down, it's so pretty. The only thing is I wish that this was an ultra satin lip and not an ultra matte lip. I'm not really a huge fan of the ultra matte lips from Colourpop because I find them to be very, very drying. And I already have like kind of dry lips to begin with, but I usually just put like the tiniest bit of balm over top of it and then I'm fine. I'm gonna have to buy another one of these because I can already tell that I'm gonna wear the mess out of this lip. This is so pretty. So if I hadn't been thinking I would have saved Love Bug for last because it's an ultra matte and those are the hardest to get off. It came off nicely just with a makeup wipe, and it didn't really stain my lips, so I don't feel like it's going to impede on the next couple of swatches. Shall moving right along. The next two lipsticks that I got are in the Ultra Satin Finish. It's my ultimate favorite liquid lipstick formula that I have ever come across. So the two that I got are Hutch and Barracuda. I'm gonna start with Barracuda because it is the lighter of the two. It looks like this. It looks like about 77 other lipsticks that I already have. It's described as a deep and warm rose, and upon pulling it out, it reminds me a lot of Frickin' Frack, which they describe as a rosy terracotta color. It just sounds like Frickin' Frack is the love child of Barracuda and Love Bug. So I'm actually going to compare them side by side, that Frickin' Frack and Love Bug. No, good grief, Frickin' Frack and Barracuda. It's Frickin' Frack. So Frickin' Frack looks like that. This is Barracuda, and it's like the tiniest bit different. Barracuda looks a little bit deeper than Frickin' Frack and also a little bit more rosy. This is more warm, like they said, terracotta, kind of orangey undertone, and this one is more of a true rose, very pink. All right, I don't know if I'll need a lip liner with this one, so I'm just gonna put it on my lips bare, and then if I feel that I need to add a lip liner to deepen it, I will. And I'll be using BFF 3. Okay, this is really pretty and I don't need a lip liner for it. It is different on the lips than Frickin' Frack. I'm gonna show you the side-by-side swatches again now that it has dried down a bit. So this is Frickin' Frack, that one's Barracuda. I always need a lip liner with this one and I prefer to use one that is like a BFF 3, like a brown, like a medium brown shade, just to kind of deepen it up. This one, however, I don't need a lip liner with at all. And it's their satin matte formula, so it's super comfortable on the lips. Doesn't feel like I have anything on my lips. When I press my lips together, it's a little bit tacky, but I mean, I don't do that too often throughout the day, so it doesn't really present itself as an issue to me. This is Barracuda. Yeah, just a really pretty everyday pink color. And I got up to take off the Love Bug lipstick and didn't bring my makeup wipes with me because I'm a smart cookie, so I'll be right back. Last but not least, I have the shade Hutch, and Hutch is described as a deep black and violet. And I'm kind of worried this looks a little Barney purple even in person. I was expecting something to like a lot more deep, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm swatching on my hand like I have everything else. Looks like that. Now I'm going to apply it to my lips. It's definitely deep enough that I don't need a lip liner for it. Okay, this is one coat of it, and I'm kind of underwhelmed. It's a lot more purple than I thought it was going to be, which sounds dumb. It says it's a deep black and violet, but just reading really violet, it doesn't look at all like it does online, and it's a little patchy. It's a little bit darker over here than it is over there. I'm going to let it dry down a little bit before I'm going to add a second coat to it, and hopefully that will help. This is Hutch. Maybe it's because the rest of my makeup doesn't necessarily go with it that I'm not feeling it, but it's just reading a lot. It's a lot more purple than I thought it was going to be. And unfortunately, this is one of the shades that they only have modeled on the lips of their fairest model. Usually when they swatch on the arms, they have a girl that will fall in the fair light category, a girl that will fall in the medium tan category, and then a girl that will fall in the deep dark category, which obviously there's a lot more shades of human in between there, but usually it gives me a good idea of what colors I will like and which colors I won't. They didn't have that for this one. They only had it modeled on the lips of the fairest of their models. And obviously I'm not fair, but I thought that it would still be more dark than it is. There's something about the undertone of the lipstick that's reading more blue purple. It's not as deep and blackened as I thought it was going to be, because I feel like it is more blue based. It doesn't make my teeth look yellow, which is good because that can happen with purple lipsticks very easily. But at the same time, it's not necessarily what I was looking for. What I wanted it to be was more of, what is it, Homegirl from Kat Von D, her studded lipstick. Love that shade, hate that formula. So anyway, in conclusion, I guess that's the end of this video. So if I have to recommend anything out of these purchases, I would definitely recommend Love Bug. It is such a pretty color. It's the perfect red brown, and I feel like it's going to complement every single skin tone. Until next time, I guess that's it. Bye guys. Once again, I am a sucker for those red brown lick.